Welcome, collective. Thank you guys very much for joining me today for this read. I want to say thank you guys too for all of your views, all of your likes, your subscribed, and your awesome comments, guys. They are all truly appreciated. Let's go ahead and get started with your tarot read today. So we're going to see sort of what the flow is. I'm getting told to start with oracle cards right away. So I'm not sure what's going on. What message needs to come through to the collective today? That's what I want to know about. What does the collective need to hear? What's going to be helpful to them? Illusion. Embrace the truth. This is interesting because I got to tell you, I don't feel like this card is connected to your energy. I keep feeling somebody looking at you or somebody viewing you. So this might be somebody you know, maybe somebody within your circle. And it's like this way that they have of looking at you. Perhaps your life is like skewed. We have go with the flow, create wonderment, 7 heavenly virtues. You know what? Especially this card, I get pulled to dealing with this person. So not letting like somebody else get to you. I also feel a lot of like understanding and empathy in that card. I think it's a call to have empathy for this person. Like I said, I feel like somebody just looks at you through a filter and through their own perceptions. Just go with the flow, because I feel like you're somebody who is like, okay, the universe will bring to me what it is supposed to come my way. You're somebody who sort of has faith in the grand scheme of things, has faith in sort of the flow. You're willing to accept what comes your way. You're willing to deal with challenges as they arise. You're not afraid to live kind of your more authentic self or let some of that shine through. Whoever this illusion card is speaking to, this person doesn't really, at this point in time, this person does not have this ability. I think this is something that they're jealous of, something that they're very much struggling with and watching you do. Legends. Exactly. Learn from those who inspire you. This is something that you've done. I feel that you found inspiration in, and I do feel like it's in certain people. I don't know if this is certain people in your life that you're connected to or certain people that you read about or learned about and admire them. I've tried to embrace some of their philosophies, but it's like you've been able to do this. I'm like, this is part of what this person needs to do. If these are qualities that they admire in you or qualities they would like to have for themselves, it's time for them to choose to step up and to start using you as an example and to start being inspired by you instead of, I don't know if they're creating drama or what this person's all about. I don't feel like they're particularly friendly though. I get a lot of like standoffish kind of hostile vibes. And like I said, it's because it's like they have this perception of how you're living your life, or they have this perception about what's going on for you. Money, find a way to make abundance. And this might be you. You might be working on building abundance and maybe starting to see positive changes in your life, positive financial changes, starting to build some wealth, starting to find some change in your life. Things are starting to turn around. But it's all choices, right? These are choices that you've made. You've done the hard learning. You've been able to figure these lessons out for yourself. And they're not easy ones. And they take energy, they take time, they take faith, and they take a lot of courage. And it's like this person doesn't see that. You know, this feels like that read we had the other day too. So maybe who this person the read was meant for didn't quite get that. So Tarot's bringing it back up. Confrontation. Pick your battles wisely. Yeah, I kept feeling that in the 7 heavenly virtues card. Like, it's like compassion or empathy for where this person is coming from, having some understanding as to why they're sort of being the way that they are and not internalizing it. So it's like you have not done anything wrong in pursuing your journey. You should not be giving up on your journey or downplaying your journey. You should be allowed to be proud of what you've accomplished and what you're still accomplishing and working towards. Even if somebody's having a little fit, it's kind of like that's their problem. That's a path that they need to take. They have every chance in the world to make different choices, but it's up to them to do it. Celebration, exactly. Celebrate what you've accomplished. Feel okay with what you've accomplished. Don't hold back and try and hide it because it might offend somebody else. It might offend their feelings. It might trigger insecurities for them. Opportunity knocks, go for it. I gotta tell you in this card, I don't feel like, I gotta tell you, I don't feel like spirit bringing opportunity. I don't really feel like the universe bringing opportunity. I keep feeling like your energy, like you don't sort of wait for an opportunity to come popping your way, or for to go seeking it out. You just make it. You just make opportunity for yourself. You're like, this is what I want. This is the direction I want to go in. I am committed to making these changes in my life, and I am going to make that happen. You might be a bit of an entrepreneur too. This might be somebody who's trying to start some sort of their own business and find success that way. Because I keep feeling that I make my opportunities. Like somebody has created this opportunity, Snox. Somebody's created that situation. They're manifesting it, kind of like the magician. The Battle of the Blues. See, and this is what the other party's going through. This feels so much like that read we did the other day. That illusion, somebody has this perception, somebody's going through a time in their life where it's like they keep comparing themselves to you. You're not comparing yourselves to them. They're the ones who are doing it to themselves. And it triggers all of their insecurities. It really brings to light that they are unhappy with where they're sitting in life. They're unhappy with what's going on. Maybe it's career-wise, maybe it's lifestyle-wise, or something in their personal life. But they are unhappy with where they are at. Animal bond. You got animal totems too. And it's funny, I feel in this card, it's not just like somebody having a pet. I keep feeling like totems, like you're seeing animals running around. This is part of your spirituality, being open spiritually to different concepts, different ideas, to the bigger picture, the bigger force that's out there, and being open to what comes your way. I think you get animals that come towards you, and they are totem animals, and they are signs. They're worth paying attention to. If you notice animals coming to you acting weird or something, there could be a message behind it. Pay attention to what those animals are doing. Research the spiritual meanings behind those animals. You'll be able to find the conclusion yourself by trusting your intuition. So, because you're just, like I said, you're just more open like that. I will tell you though too, this person is actually receiving their own animal totem signs. They're completely blind to it though. So I don't know if they mention it to you that they've been seeing, some type of animal sort of floating around or hanging around their house or showing up or acting weird or acting funny. It is actually a sign from their guides. Those are supposed to be their animal totems, and they are completely ignoring it. They are ignoring it because I feel somebody who is open to it, and then I feel like somebody who's closed off and completely bloody missing the point. Good fortune. But it says invite magic in. Invite magic in. This pulls me back to opportunity knocks. You have made changes for yourself. You have been creating your own opportunities. Whoever this other person is, I feel like they are somebody who has the ability to do this themselves. They can actually take the same journey that you've taken. Obviously, it won't take them to the exact same place because everybody's different and everyone's talents and passions are different. This person has the capability of doing this for themselves and pursuing their own passions and pursuing their own independence and finding and creating a way to make abundance in their life. They do. That's what the cards say. This person's capable. They're choosing not to. They're choosing not to. I keep being pulled back to legends. Learn from those who inspire you. So this person is kind of sitting and being pissy about things right now and choosing to sort of sit in this battle of the blues instead of being like, hey, look at the collective. Look at the journey that they've taken. I've known this person for quite some time. They were not always in this position. They found the courage to be able to pursue this thing that has meaning to them, and they are creating opportunity and starting to find success. Why can't I do that? Why can't I use this person as inspiration to make this journey for myself? Not a competition. Yeah, man. Like, and that's what I kept feeling too. Like, they look at you. He's almost like a rival, like they're always comparing. They're comparing themselves to you. They're comparing their perception of your life to their life because they don't walk in your shoes. They don't know what you go through on a daily basis. They don't know what happens in your mind, in your heart, and in your soul and behind closed doors. So they have this perception of who you are and how you live. okay, that they've built up in their mind that look super, super flowery, super rich and wealthy and successful and all of these things. And then they view their own life in this tiny little, I mean, kind of crappy way. They're not recognizing the blessings that they do have in their life, which is a caring connection with you is definitely one of them. It's like they're not recognizing any of that positivity. They're not recognizing their own unique talents and skills. They're not recognizing their own capability of driving change in their life. Instead, they're focusing on this negative thing. Like, man, if this person puts that much energy into the flip side of the coin, like, I don't think it would take them long to drive some pretty significant changes in their life because they're putting a lot of effort into this negative crap. Maybe this is part of this competition thing, and I could feel kind of a bit of the standoffishness and the hostility coming from that illusion card. They might be trying to stir the pot and kind of cause shit. Cause shit, maybe being real passive aggressive, snotty, bitchy comments, trying to run down maybe whatever it is you're doing. I just keep feeling like little hostile things. And it's because they feel that sense of competition. It's weird because from your energy, when I delve into your energy, you don't feel that. That has nothing to do with your intent and the journey that you're taking. You're not like, I'm going to be better than this person or I'm going to be better than that person. You're just like, I want to have a better life myself. And this is something that I feel like I can do and something that I would find fulfilling and would bring me abundance. So this is what I'm going to find the ambition and the passion and the power and the drive to do, right? You're focusing on bettering your life. This has nothing to do for you with any other energies. But that's what this person is focusing on. Memories. I don't think it was always this way with this person. I don't think it was. And part of that, oh shit. Okay, and part of that, I'm going to tell you what my guys just told me. Part of that is because at some point you were not finding success or you were struggling financially. I think this person was real friendly then. Oh, that sounds so mean to say, but this is part of their insecurities. It's like they felt like they were doing better than you were, so it was okay to be friends because they were like the friend or the connection who was sort of in the better spot. And I'm not saying necessarily that that's flipped or that's changed and now, financially you're doing way better than them, but that's their perception. Their perception is that things have flipped and now they're catching the short end of the stick. And like I said, instead of using you as inspiration, they're just getting pissy and bitter. Invite serendipity. Exactly. Invite serendipity. Be open. Start shifting your energy and thinking positively and creating opportunities for yourself. I keep feeling like if this person chose to shift their energy into the flip side of things and really actively work towards something, I feel like opportunities would come to them. Like it would almost feel like serendipity. It would almost feel like kind of luck, like a series of things that just like, oh, that worked out and that worked out and that worked out. And it just, because it's that encouragement for this person to follow their own north node on their own path, because they're ignoring their fucking path right now. Whoever this person is, they're absolutely ignoring their talents, their intelligence, their capability, what they're supposed to be doing, and they're sitting and stewing in the crap. That's what they're choosing to do. They're choosing to sit and stew in the crap. They're choosing to be angry about an illusion that they are creating in their own mind. They are creating competition with somebody who should be a caring connection. I'm going to tell you what I feel in the cards, and it's funny because I felt this in that last read too. It was very similar to this. If this person was to put this energy into making this change for themselves, and they came to you maybe for advice or they were struggling, I just feel like you would be a support system for this person. You would be encouraging them. If you had advice to offer, you would have no problem offering advice because you've been through the struggle yourself and you would be able to see and appreciate what they're going through. Like you're an ally. You're an ally that anybody would be blessed to have. I don't know why they're turning you into an enemy. That's what it feels like. It's like this person is going out of their way to turn you into an enemy, and it being this big pissing war competition instead of driving change in their own life and repairing the bond between the two of you. Self-reliance. Don't be afraid to go solo. This person is terrified of trying new things. This person is terrified of stepping out of the norm on what they're at. Deep down inside, they don't feel like they can do it. It's funny because this resonates just like the other read. It's like somebody didn't hear it the first time, and we're using different cards, but it's like it feels like it's coming back around. It feels like it's coming back around, like somebody didn't hear it the first time. They're absolutely capable of driving change in their own life, and the more they work at it, like I said, I feel like it's gonna just work. It would just work if they just opened themselves up to it and started making actions towards it. Everything would just sort of fall together because it's whatever their passion is for this person, that's actually their north node. That's what they're supposed to be doing with their life. They have genuine talent for it. And the universe would meet them halfway by helping with opportunities. But if they never find the courage to step forward and try and create opportunity for themselves, they're just going to stay in this rut, spinning their wheels. Archangel Gabriel, messenger of creativity and hope. I think they're creative. I think it's a creative talent this person has, but they're not pursuing it. They're just doing nothing with it, or they're maybe kind of sometimes doing it as a bit of a hobby or just a little bit personally. They're supposed to be doing this as a career and a profession. That's what tarot is saying. That's what my guides are saying. This person's actually supposed to turn this into a career, and they would be extremely successful at it. Children. And it says, know that your children are protected. Guys, I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure how this card fits in. I don't know if this person who's struggling with this is like a child or like a younger sibling or something like that, or if this is part of what drives this person's fear. Maybe they have children and they're afraid of taking a leap and what it would mean if it didn't work out. That one I'm not 100% sure on. We'll draw some tarot and we'll see where it sits. Sometimes tarot gives me more clarification. Doug, take a leap of faith. Take a leap of faith. I don't know if this person is watching this read and that's why it's sort of coming back around. They didn't hear it the first time, or they didn't catch it the first time, and so now tarot's sort of bringing the message forward again. This person is absolutely being encouraged to take their own North Node journey. Pursue their passion, pursue their genuine talent that they are capable of manifesting into a career, and a very successful career is what I'm being told. It's like this is part of the journey that somebody has to take. But part of that journey is the mindset, right? Coming to the realization, I have talent. I am smart. I am capable. I can, right? Right now they're in this, I can't. I'm afraid if it doesn't work out. It's easier to stay in what I know. I'm pissed off watching somebody do what I wish I had the courage to do, right? They're stuck in that right now. There needs to be this shift. And that's part of the journey too, right? And you guys know that if you've taken this journey too on yourself, and all the learning and the healing and the ascending that you guys have done, a lot of all that shit comes from the inside. The biggest change that drives all the outside change in our life starts on the inside. Our mind, our heart, our soul. That's what drives all of this outer shit, and being able to believe in ourselves, right? And take that leap of faith and pursue that North Node, that dream, that goal, whatever that is, to make opportunity for ourselves. Even if that goal is a certain lifestyle, right? How am I going to make that happen? How am I going to create this life for myself? And so they're opening up to whatever opportunity, or pursuing opportunities, or creating opportunities that are going to get you to that goal. I said, like, it's a mindset. This person needs to shift their mindset. That's what's happening here. We're going to grab, okay, that's weird. This is the deck I'm getting pulled to. This deck talks about love, so I'm not entirely sure why this deck is pulling to me, but it was like something was trying to turn my head to where it was. So I will let a few of these cards come out. We'll sort of see where they sit in the read. Feel you even when we are separated. I'm devastated to learn the truth. Not giving me enough attention. I don't know, like this person, like I said, I know they're causing shit. I think they have a skewed idea of what your truth is. and this life that you're living and this journey that you're taking and the level of success that you're finding, I keep seeing like they see you as like this freaking emperor. Man, you got it made in the shade. Everything works out for you. The universe smiles on you with this. Everything's been easy and you're able to just like hold your head high, puff your chest out, and just stroll through the park of abundance. Like they don't see all the shit you had to go through behind the scenes, all the inside learning and the change of mindset that you had to do, and the fear and the freaking leap of faith that you took when you started pursuing this journey. They don't understand all those struggles. They don't see all those struggles. So they have a completely different idea of what your truth is than what your truth actually is. And it's like they're just keep feeling like they're being hostile. They're being a shit disturber. You might be spending legitimately less time with this person or sort of pointedly avoiding them because you just don't want the drama and you don't want the shit. And then I feel like somehow they're bothered by that too. But what do they expect, right? If you're going to act like this towards somebody, somebody's not going to want to spend time with you. Like it's, my life is upside down. See, that is truth. That is like the truth of how this person feels. They feel lost and they feel stuck. They feel absolutely stuck. This person, and I will tell you guys too, you know, I always tell you if I think someone's just a nasty SOB, if I think somebody's got a really great energy, or if I think someone's real friggin' human and they got a whole lot of baggage. This one's human. This is the truth of it. This person's not evil or rotten at their core, but they got a whole lot of baggage and shadow work they got to deal with. And it is bleeding through in insecurities. It's bleeding through in them actively seeking out conflict or trying to create conflict or really being an ass towards you and your journey. I think they missed the bond that they had with you when the two of you did get along. Because I'm getting pulled back to that memories card with the I miss you. This I miss you so much thing. I think they genuinely missed the positive bond that they had with you. But what they're not recognizing is that they're the ones who are destroying that positive bond, right? With their choices and their behavior, they are actively pushing you away from having this positive relationship and this positive bond in their life. It's a life lesson for both of us. I can tell you, you've been doing your life lesson. You have, this card is actually true, but maybe not in the way it comes across. You have been doing your life lesson, right? You've taken this journey. You've taken this leap of faith. You're doing the hard work. You've shifted the mindset. Like, it's not easy. It is not easy, and it has absolutely been a life lesson for you. And I feel like it's a continuing journey to you reaching your specific goal, whatever your goal is. And it's funny because I feel like your goal is kind of evolving over time too. As certain things happen, it evolves, it changes, it grows. Maybe it gets a little bit more specific. Maybe it gets a little bit more open. I feel like your journey is still ongoing in this process. This person's like, hasn't even taken the first step because they're terrified of taking that step. And what if it doesn't work? So yes, it's a life lesson for them too. It is absolutely a life lesson for them. We'll see. We're going to grab some tarot. I want to know if this person is going to finally take this bloody leap of faith. That's what I would like to see. Because, I mean, we're getting this read. It feels like the second time over. It feels like the second time over. So I want to know what's changed. Why is the message coming back here? What deck belongs? That's the one. Light Seers. This one belongs to your read. Okay, so Spirit, can you give me more clarification on what's going on here? Seven of Wands. Well, I see somebody who's balanced. I see somebody who, you know, I gotta tell you, who's setting boundaries. I see somebody who's got themselves a bubble, and they're not gonna let anybody pop it. They're not gonna let anybody in who's negative, who's trying to cause shit. It's like, I'm on my journey. It's important for me to focus on what I'm doing. I cannot allow negativity to come in and poison me or distract me or any kind of conflict. And yeah, I think you're holding back. I think you're holding back from this person. You may be not talking to them as much or avoiding them because it is drama. It is extra drama that you're not seeking right now. You want no part of. And they're like, I feel like this person is like continually trying to like drive drama. Like saying little things, little digs to try and hook you into an argument or hook you into a conflict. And you're just holding back because you got your journey that you're taking, and that's where your focus lies. You're not focused in on fighting with anybody else. You're just focused on moving forward, pursuing forward positive progress, moving in a forward way. You don't got time for drama. You don't have time for BS. The Knight of Pentacles. That's interesting too. And I got it next to the Two of Cups here, which tends to be a deep emotional bond. Whoever this connection is to you, like I said, I keep feeling like if this person pulled their head out of their ass and was able to sort of make this transition and change in their life and start this journey, you would be a supporter of their journey. Like you just have that within you, that you're not going to hang on to a grudge, but you're not going to open yourself up to crap either. So if this person can come towards you in the right way and can be open and be kind and be sharing and cut this bullshit out, I feel like you would be open to sort of renewing this bond or reinvesting in this bond. And if they were going down this path and you saw that they had struggles or needed encouragement, I can just see you offering that. Like, man, I went through the same shit. I had times where I wasn't sure if what I was doing was the right thing either. I had these setbacks. It felt like it was taking longer. I had other pressures going on and worries. I understand where you're coming from, but you got to keep pushing forward. You can do this. I know you can do this. I just feel like you'd be this awesome freaking support system for this person if they chose to move in the right way. If they chose to take this journey, like they could count on you to be encouraging and to be a positive force for them. Oh, we had a whole bunch of cards that wanted to pop forward here. That one needs to come forward too, and these ones wanted to pop out. Hermit. This person needs to do some hermit mode. They need some hermit mode. They need to sort of sit back and do some reflection and think about their life choices and to think about their mindset. Sort of how they're going through life, how they're choosing to go through life, what they're choosing to invest their energy in. Because right now they're choosing to invest their energy in negativity and self-defeating thoughts. So that's what's going to keep them stuck. It's time for that shift. It's funny, I got the Lovers card here. The Lovers card does not necessarily speak to romance, guys. It speaks to a relationship and choices in a relationship. And this is a relationship between two people here. And I feel like even in this Lovers card, seeing somebody as inspiration, what this person who I have this close connection to chose to do, chose to drive change, and what they've been able to accomplish and what they're still accomplishing. And it's like, I could do that too. See, Three of Pentacles. Like, it's a fruitful partnership. This can be a fruitful partnership for this person because you're somebody who's willing to encourage others, to share your struggles as inspiration and to encourage others when you see they need it. You're a good connection. You're a good person to have in someone's corner. You're valuable. You're very valuable to have a connection with. But it's up to this person to do their part in finding balance and creating balance in this relationship too. And they're the ones who are driving the unbalance right now because they're unbalanced within themselves. It's time for them to choose. It's time for them to choose a path because right now this person is sort of sitting in this victim mode. I'm stuck. Nothing ever works for me. Life always happens poorly for me. And I could never do, like they're stuck in that instead of quashing those thoughts and telling them to shut up and starting to think, I can do that. I am strong. I am creative. I am capable. I am smart. And I can make this happen for myself. That's the shift in mindset that needs to be happening. That is the internal struggle. And that's what somebody has the potential to find if they find the strength to go into hermit mode here. This person needs some hermit mode. Knight of Cups. Like I said, I feel like your friendship, your connection would be there and would be open if this person could sort of change their way of being. But right now, I don't feel like you want any part of this. Right now, I feel like you're blocking or you're pushing this person away because it has a negative impact on you. And you have too much going on right now and too much that you're working towards in trying to build success and building abundance for yourself. You don't have time or energy for this crap or this garbage. So you're not going to feed into it. And if that means you're just not talking to this person, then that's what it means. It's up to them to sort of drive the change behind that, because they're the ones who are moving it in that direction to begin with. Knight of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, like you don't have time for drama. You're Seven of Pentacles right now. You're growing an abundant harvest. This takes time. This takes energy. This takes focus. This is not an easy journey. You know that. Creating this abundance for yourself, there is not a lot of spare time, and there is zero time for freaking drama. And that's what they're bringing forward right now. This person is bringing drama. The Queen of Wands. I just keep feeling speaking your truth in this card too. Like being assertive and being honest. Like, I don't have time for this petty crap. I don't want to argue with you. It's not a competition between the two of us. I'm just focusing on my journey and building for my life. It has nothing to do with you. And I'm not trying to put you down. If you're feeling that way, it's because it's something that you're building in your own mind or something you feel like you're lacking. And maybe it's time that you take ownership of your own life and start making your own changes and driving towards your own fulfillment and your own goals and your own abundance. Now somebody's just sticking themselves, oh, for fuck's sakes, somebody is just sticking themselves in this Eight of Swords, this mindset. It's a mind trap. They've just stuck themselves in a bloody mind trap, and they're like this wounded warrior. Nothing ever works out for me. Poor me. Like, they're just as a really negative headspace. It's a very negative headspace, and it blocks their wheel from turning. Their wheel of fortune. It stalls up the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune will never turn until this person breaks themselves out of this Eight of Swords, stops feeling freaking sorry for themselves, and starts focusing on the future moving forward instead of maybe shit that didn't work out in the past. This Queen of Pentacles, see, you're this Queen of Pentacles energy too. Like, I feel like you come across, it's funny because you are building and you are actively going out and taking action, making, building, which does tend to be a more masculine energy, right? Actively going out and making changes. But you come forward as this softer energy with the Queen of Wands, with the Queen of Pentacles. I think it's because you're willing to go with the flow of the universe and you have this level of openness to what comes your way. So you have your plan, you have your goal of where you want to be. But if things shift in a certain way or opportunities come in a different way, you're open to that too. Because you still have your end goal and everything happens for a reason. So if something's coming about a certain way, it's because your path needs to change slightly, but it's still always aimed towards your goal. It's all about personal growth too. You're open to changing. You're open to thinking a different way, to viewing things a different way, a new perspective. You're always open to that personal growth, to that journey. This is a life lesson for you, this entire journey that you're taking. You've done so much learning about yourself, about this thing that you're trying to achieve as well. You've done a lot of learning in that too. And it's been a process. Three of Cups. I mean, I just keep getting the same message over. You're a good person. You have empathy. You're not holding grudges. You're just protecting yourself during this time. If this person got their shit together and approached you in a different way, I keep feeling like you'd be open. You would be open if you saw them starting to grow and starting to change. You would be encouraging. You would be encouraging their growth. You'd be encouraging this new chapter of their life. You're somebody who is absolutely worth having as an ally and a caring connection in life. Like, it don't get much better than this. It really don't. I really don't. Because you have that forgiveness too. If this person could apologize for the shit, change the way they approach you, and they start to drive this change in their life, I feel like you would just be open to burying the hatchet and having a fresh start and moving forward with them. But you're not going to put up with crap the way it is too. You're not. You got too much going on. You don't have time for drama. You don't have time for garbage. You don't have time for other people's little insecurities. King of Wands. And I do feel their energy. It's funny because I keep feeling their energy in the masculine cards. They're like this King of Wands too. But what I see behind his eyes is like, I guess you could say kind of hidden ambition. Because it's like that insecurity, right? That aggressive sort of looking for conflict. Because they are still looking for conflict. I keep feeling like little digs. This is how all their insecurities come out, and their perception of the two of you being in competition, that they've created that in their mind. So they're sort of like the aggressor and shit. You don't want to fight. You don't want no part of that. But they keep like picking. This person keeps picking, trying to cause shit. It's interesting. We got the 10 of Cups here. I really see a family in this 10 of Cups, and I get pulled back to this children card. Know that your children are protected. I still can't, I gotta tell you, my guides are still leaving me blank on this one. I don't know where it sits. And this one might be up to you guys to know where that fits and everything. I do have a feeling of family here. So this might be part of the connection this is, or the type of connection this is. In some way, shape, or form, this could be with family. I also feel that they see you having your 10 of Cups, having your wish fulfillment, having your happy life. And I feel a darkness in the way that the King of Wands views this card. I'm going to show you these two cards. And I just feel a darkness behind his eyes in viewing this card and the way that this card relates to you. So it's, like I said, it's like angry, it's jealousy, it's that sense of insecurity, that competition, something that this person wants for themselves, but doesn't seem willing to take the leap of faith to go out and get. They're stuck in an 8 of Swords. This one's stuck in an 8 of Swords still. So I know they didn't hear the last message. If this is for the same person, they sure shit did not hear the last one. Death and Rebirth, 6 of Swords. See, you've done this death and rebirth. You've done this transition. You've done this change. You're not dwelling in negativity. You're looking to work towards your 10 of Cups and build your 10 of Cups. And I gotta say, this really sounds sad, but it's true. You're willing to cut ties with anyone who's going to try and be an anchor, cause conflict, or steer you away from your goals. You're willing to, and it might not be a forever severing bonds, but you will protect your energy, and you will protect your journey, and you will protect what you're building. And I feel like it doesn't have to be like this. So I keep getting like, it doesn't have to be like this. This person's driving it. The High Priestess. She who knows. And the Empress. I keep feeling like this High Priestess is, it's like this tarot card read. It's Spirit bringing this message forward. Spirit bringing this message forward. I don't think this person wants to hear it. Like, they don't want to hear it too. And it's part of their mindset of not being open to looking at themselves, you know, and their behavior, which is part of what we need to do when it comes to evolution and personal growth. You need to be open. You need to be open to viewing yourself in maybe an unflattering way and recognize maybe things that you're doing that are contributing to not getting towards your goals or not getting what you want in life. This is something that you guys, the collective, understands, right? With everything that you've been through, you understand this process. This person doesn't get this yet. So it makes them uncomfortable. Personal growth is uncomfortable. Let's face it. But to be able to grow, you have to go through the process, and it's a choice. You have to choose to go through the process. That's what you're doing. You're like this Empress energy. You've chosen to go through the process. You've chosen to do the personal growth. You're choosing to grow and nurture something in your life that's going to help you reach towards your goals. The Knight of Wands, this person's looking for trouble. They're looking to play games because they're still stuck where they're at. The Tower card. Transformation. You know what? Like, you're transforming. You're changing in your life. You're finding this beautiful opportunity. You're making opportunities for yourself. If this person chooses not to transform, they are choosing to leave themselves behind. Because you're moving forward. That's all I can see in this Knight of Swords. I see a figure moving forward, a figure looking to the future, a figure looking towards their goals, moving towards their goals, taking action towards their goals. That's what you're doing. Come hell or high water, That's what you're doing. And if they can't get on board, I keep feeling like you're going to suffer those ties. You're just not going to accept crap or garbage in your life. I think this probably bothers you because I do feel like the two of you had a close connection at one point. But this is this own person's insecurities. This is their own path to take. It's their own choices to make, their own life lesson to learn. You can't make this person see the light. You can't make this person pull their head out of their ass, see things the way they are, recognize a truth that is something they have to choose for themselves. And it's important for them to choose it for themselves. It's an important part of their journey to be able to do that. You need to just keep focusing on you. And maybe this is why the message came forward, because you're wondering why the hell somebody's such an ass to you lately with what you're doing and why somebody's poking at you and prodding at you and trying to cause shit in somebody who you used to have a good relationship with. And now it's like this, as you find success, now all of a sudden they're this huge jerk and you got all this drama trying to go on behind the scenes. It's their own baggage. As this person's got shadow work, this person's got crap, this person has their own north node that they are refusing to acknowledge and to work towards. Their shadow work they're refusing to acknowledge and work through. That's on them. That's on them. Tarot says you got so much going on with your journey right now, and I think you know that that's where your energy is best spent. And if it means stepping back from whatever this is and putting up some boundaries and putting up some walls, that's what you got to do. You don't need drama in your life because what you're trying to grow requires a whole lot of focus, and a whole lot of energy. And that's where your energy and focus and emotion is best spent, on what you're trying to grow. It's up to this person whether they figure out their own way or not. That's not something you have any control over, so there's no point in stewing in it. No, they can stew in it themselves if they want. It's up to them. Like, I see nothing in the cards that says they're going to do it or they're not going to do it. I feel more of the focus goes towards you and just let this piece of things go. That's their journey. Try not to let it bother you and try to stay focused on what you're doing. All right, guys, have a great day.